Kyiv, Ukraine. Ukraine's two largest cities came under attack by Russian missiles early Tuesday, killing 5 people and wounding many as 130. Officials said. The war approached its 2-year anniversary and the Kremlin stepped up its winter armament. From urban areas, Ukrainian Commander-in-Chief Gen. Valery Zaluzhny said that air defenses shot down all 10 the nearly 100 different types of Russian Kinzhal missiles launched, which could fly at 10 times the speed sound. A firefighter tries to extinguish fire on a gas pipeline damaged by Russian rocket attack on Tuesday, January 2, 2024, in Kyiv, Ukraine. However, other missiles also reached Kyiv and Kharkiv, the provincial capital of the northeastern region. The Ministry of Internal Affairs said that approximately 70 people were injured in Kyiv, the surrounding region. One person, approximately 60, were injured in the Kharkiv region. The Kh-47M2 Kinzhal is an air-launched ballistic missile rarely used by Russian forces due to its cost and limited stocks. Ukrainian Air Force spokesman Yuri Inat said barrage fired on Tuesday was highest number used in an attack since beginning of war. Russia's latest round offensives began Friday with its biggest single offensive of war on Ukraine, as fighting along the 1,000-kilometer front line turned into crushing attrition in dead winter. At least 41 civilians have been killed since the weekend. Firefighters try to extinguish a fire in a collapsed building following the Russian attack on Tuesday, January 2, 2024, in Kyiv, Ukraine, with flying glass. More than 100 survivors gathered at the school set up as a temporary shelter. Fire and smoke rise after the Russian attack in Kyiv, Ukraine. Tuesday, January 2, 2024. Firefighters try to extinguish fire in a collapsed building following Russian attack in Kyiv, Ukraine. On Tuesday, January, Irina Zihil, a 55-year-old resident of same building, said explosion threw her and her husband from their chairs and ensuing fire trapped them on top floor until emergency crews rescued them from roof. They say they are hitting military targets, but they are people, killing our children and loved ones, Zihil said about the Russians. Russian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on his former Twitter account, X, that Russia fired about 100 missiles of various types in the attacks. He claimed at least 70 were shot down, almost all in the Kyiv area, noting that Western-supplied air defense systems such as Patriots and NASAMS saved hundreds of lives. The Russian Ministry of Defense said that it carried out missile and drone attacks on military industrial facilities in and around Kyiv. It was stated that warehouses where missiles and ammunition supplied by the West were stored were also targeted. In his speech at night, Zelensky said that Russia has used nearly 300 missiles and more than 200 Shahed unmanned aerial vehicles against Ukraine since December 29. The attacks created a desolate morning scene in Kyiv. Most cafes and restaurants